All right, I'm going to throw it now to Brian Carney, who's over with our STIHL folks, and they have got a very cool demo set up. Brian, what are we going to do today?
Okay, folks, what we did here is we built a little masonry assemblage, and Dan Hull, our technician here, he's got a little spot, measure it out, and you're going to cut right through this wall, punch it right in.
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
All right, Dan, tell us about the Rock Boss.
So what this is our newest concrete cutter, which basically uses a chainsaw power head combined with a diamond abrasive chain and a 16-inch steel guy bar, which allows you to be able to cut 15.7 inches deep in concrete. It also allows you to make nice, clean, square corners, and it helps you accomplish tasks that have previously until now been very difficult or very expensive to do. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have Dan demonstrate some cuts, and he's going to cut some nice square corners. He's also going to demonstrate how deep this unit can cut. So Dan, why don't you fire that thing up?
It really is the boss of saws, isn't it?
It sure is. So the first thing you'll notice is he's using water to cut. The purpose of that water is actually flush the mud and the slurry off of the chain. It helps things cut faster. So he's getting into it now. He's just about through with his first plunge cut. An example of what Dan's doing now is cutting a small opening or a pocket for perhaps a window or an air conditioner or an egress window.
Or a bond beam, you name it. That thing just going through it like butter, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. This thing cuts cinder block like it's nothing. It can even go through heavily reinforced concrete, asphalt. It'll even cut ductile iron as long as you have a cinder block nearby to reopen the diamonds.
Dan, how many dealers do you have across the country?
We have over 8,000 independent servicing dealers. So anytime you go in and purchase a product like this, you're actually able to talk to somebody who knows what they're doing and direct you in the right way and make sure you understand what you're doing before you walk out of the dealership.
Well, we all know that is important. It's very important. Really an amazing product.
So Dan's finishing up his last cut right now, and he's going to knock out that square opening. Before this, it's very difficult to make such a small opening.
What about the blade, the diamond blade? Yeah, how often do you have to change that?
Well, it's a diamond abrasive chain. It's built on a steel platform, and when you're cutting concrete, you get all kinds of different performance depending on what the aggregate is. So what we've seen from a concrete standpoint is about 40 to 80 linear feet of 6-inch thick concrete, depending on where you're cutting. Now, if you got limestone aggregate, you're going to get a long life on the chain. If you're into some river rock or some granite, it's going to be compromised. So what Dan just did was just show you how deep that thing can cut.
What an amazing piece of equipment, people. How about that? Was that pretty cool or what, guys?
So thank you all very much for coming. We're really proud sponsors of the SPEC Mix BRICKLAYER 500.